Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 8th episode of the second season of Gotoubun no Hanayome. And last episode was quite the episode, because we had Nino actually straight up confessing to Futaro. That was pretty surprising, and she just in general was fairly bold in the episode, like even going to the bath with him. That, it didn't last very long, mostly because of Futaro, but she still did it. That was quite impressive. And we have the big old mystery about who that one person was that was pretending to be Itsuki. We haven't quite answered that. I thought I had an answer to that for a little bit, but then it like slowly dawned on me how much I just don't remember from season one, right? Like that was something I was forced to realize in the previous episode, but the show will give me the answer eventually. I can just wait for that, right? No need to hurt myself trying to think. So yeah, let's get into the episode. 3, 2, 1, play. Scrambled eggs. I would love some. Oh, okay. She just came on over. Yeah, there's no issue. that is true, but I bet you're still gonna get embarrassed nonetheless. The father. Sneak, sneak, sneak. We'll see. Yeah, let's get a detective hats on, everyone. And are they? Oh no, they're all Itsuki. You can't all be Itsuki. That's not fair. Uh, wow. I mean, well, that's Ichiga's voice. That's Miku. That's Yotsuba, and that's Nino. I mean, the voices are pretty clear here. Yeah, Ichika, Nino. I mean, that's Ichika. Their voices give it away. I know that wouldn't be a problem in the manga, but it's a problem here. Okay, they're kind of disguising their voices. It's a little bit harder now. That's Yotsuba. I knew she was gonna give it away there. I knew she was gonna walk into that. Yeah, let's. Yeah. This is a ribbon. Scary old man. Yeah, to them. Maybe not so much to you. Well, that was Nino, I think. It is easy to get confused. I mean, that is very clearly Nino. He's got to be able to tell that. Yeah, that was, yeah, Ichika. The camera keeps changing, that's what's throwing me off, but that is Ichika. Okay, he hid under there. What a hiding place. Yeah, one of them. Oh no, they're gonna get the wrong idea. This is getting a little bit like some doujinshi I've read. Oh, there's a bruise. You figured it out. Now, now speak so I know which one you are. Oh, I would love to. Thank you for the invitation. No, I think we got some good fruit out of that. And he did his best. What? Oh, right. I think that was a plot point in season 1, actually. I vaguely remember that. I was going to Ichika for advice on this. You're doing wonderfully, Yotsuba. A while. Poor Itsuki. Yeah, not by looks. You gotta go by voice. I see where your eyes are going. It is kind of captivating, isn't it? Yeah, he has kind of got that lewd gaze going on. Do your best. Guys, see that bruise? Oh, yeah, that may not have been the best time to say that. I promise I didn't say that for a weird reason, sir. I would never do that. You must have saw something. He can tell her apart. Whew, we somehow got through that. Yeah, I mean, he's known her whole life, so probably gives him somewhat of an advantage. She should. Please help me identify your granddaughters. Yeah, you were not easy to get along with back in the day. It's yeah. Well, I would imagine you'd be a bit more aware of them after that. Well, I mean, side characters, unimportant characters are the ones that have confessed to her. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but then he had blonde hair and everything changed. It's a big difference. Well, well, yeah. Yeah, you know, hypothetically. What if she's voiced by Hanakana? Yeah. there's there's no stopping the Nino train. I think she just wanted to talk about it more than anything else. Gonna go talk to him right now. I'd sure get the hint if he hugged me like that. I disagree. I think that'd be amazing. Asking the important questions. You know, for a second I thought she was going over there to kiss her, but... yeah, but if he finds out you do that, I mean... There's no stopping the Nino train. The Futano. Wow, we have a Nanitsuki. Nanitsuki Yotsuba. Yeah, she's got a lot going on right now. Oh, our secret place, huh? That sounds exciting. The roof, okay. Couple sisters chilling on the roof together at night. Yeah, it might be a little bit cold out here. How gentlemanly of you, Ichika. You are not. Two people are on the roof. Good idea. Mischief like climbing on the roof. Really? Try to imagine. Are you sure it wasn't someone else? I mean, they all look the same. Wow. I believe that one. You say so. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that would hurt a lot. Oh. What a nice scene. That's a good question. Where was the end point of this? Okay, yeah, that. I'll be taking this back because I'm cold too. There we go. Here in the States, we call that an Indian giver. I don't know if people still say that anymore, but back in the day. Okay, that is not Futaro. That's a problem. I Why'd you even bring him? Teach me the way of the quintuplet identification technique. Yeah, wouldn't be very easy. It's probably more of a, yeah, feeling sort of thing. Kind of the people that sex baby chicks, you know, to figure out which one's male and female. If you ask them how they can tell a difference, they couldn't tell you. They just do. Imagine it's like that. And love them more. That's the secret. Well, I don't want to accidentally cheat on any of them, so that'd be pretty awkward. You go to kiss your girlfriend, it turns out that was her sister. Okay. I really don't think that's Nino. Miku. Mind blown. You literally all do, like it's not... Narrowing it down. Yeah, that's... yeah. And Ichika's a good actress, so if she really wants to sound like someone else, she probably can. That's a scary thing. Although, I mean... the one that's not you. Well, I don't think that was the right answer. Really try to tell them apart. So... yeah... pretty clear you didn't get it right. There you go. Trying to pick up on those mannerisms. There goes the wig. Oh! That was an excellent tackle. He saved that one, clutch. Miku is so freaking cute. Just tackled your teacher. Thank you for not mixing me up with one of my sisters. It's so weird seeing 5 Itsukis. Although voice is harder when they deliberately disguise them, which they did in the episode, I'm pretty sure. But if they're not trying to, then you can easily tell. The tackle? Is it gonna be Nino this time, or Miku again? I guess we just don't know. Okay. Okay. that was the 9th episode of Gotoubun no Hanayome Season 2. And yeah, I mean, there's a big theme of this episode with identifying our quintuplets, because that's been something that's been a little bit of a struggle. Something you'll probably want to learn to do if you're trying to romance one or multiple of a set of quintuplets, right? You know, you don't want them to be able to pull a fast one on you. That would be unfortunate, so it's definitely a good skill to develop, for sure. So, I mean, the show just in general is kind of hard to summarize episodes, but yeah, we had a lot of stuff happening this episode. Obviously, Futaro was still trying to figure out the girl that's, you know, how he had the fake Itsuki situation, right? He's trying to figure that out, and we see like everyone pretending to be Itsuki, so it makes it a little bit difficult. But he did get to be in a very nice position of being under the kotatsu, getting to check the girls for a bruise, which he eventually found it, you know. But yeah, it was kind of funny just him interviewing them, trying to figure out who's who. But like I said, the voice is definitely the biggest hints. Like, Yotsuba and Nino have the most distinct voices, I think. And, I mean, Ichika does too, to an extent. I think Itsuki is probably the voice that's hardest for me to identify in a vacuum. But, yeah, most of them I think are fairly distinctive, for sure. But once they actually try to disguise it, which they did at some points in the episode, gets a lot harder. It gets a lot harder. Like, it really does. But that's to be expected. They all look the same. You know, you gotta have that love, that experience with them to really be able to pick up on minor mannerisms and stuff. Which Futaro just hasn't quite had enough time for that. Although he kinda has, because at the end of the episode, he was able to figure out that it was Miku. Although, you could pretty much tell that she was very disappointed in Futaro's answers, so from that you could pretty much guess that it wasn't actually Ichika. But, you know, either way, he figured out in the end, and she was pretty happy about that. So we had a wonderful cute tackle there, which was great. But yeah, we need time to get on the old man's level when it comes to quintuplet identification. But in addition to the fake Gitsuki stuff, we had some what do you want to call it? Relationship discussion stuff. Like, for one thing, we had Nino talking to Ichika about the whole Futaro confession thing, because that happened a couple episodes ago, 1 or 2 episodes ago. Nino confessed to Futaro, and now she's not really sure what to do. Obviously, she tried that thing with the bath before, which didn't end well, and she ran away. So, you know, ever since the confession, not much progress has been made. Like, there was no response or anything. So, you got Nino in kind of a bit of a situation where she's not sure where things stand, what she should do, whether or not she should have even done it in the first place, whether she should regret it. She's got a lot of those worries, and she kind of goes to Ichika for some, you know, some advice on that, which makes sense that she's the one to go to, because we kind of talked about it in the episode, how Ichika is kind of the big sister of the group, you know, that she kind of stepped into that role after things happened with the mother, right? We got into that later. But yeah, Ichika trying her best to kind of like put the brakes on the Nino train, but there's no stopping the Nino train. It's going, and it's not running out of fuel anytime soon. So any attempts at stopping that just didn't work. It didn't work at all. And then we had Ichika have a conversation with Yotsuba in a later scene. You know, rather than having a character going to Ichika for advice, this time we had another sister essentially trying to cheer up, comfort Ichika, because something was clearly bothering her. And that led to a pretty good conversation on the Ichika side of things, giving us some real insight into her character about how she is, how she got to be how she is. And Yotsuba just kind of reassuring her that she doesn't need to push herself, you know, force herself like that. That it's okay for her to pursue what she wants, and it's cool. And then after saying that, she's like, you know what? In that case, I'll take my jacket back because I'm quite cold too. So that was pretty funny. It was also just a really nice scene in general, for sure. So that was pretty much all the big things that happened in the episode. Not sure there's too much more to really say, but it was a fun trip, you know? There was some chaotic elements to it. You know, the father was certainly an issue. Speaking of, yeah, I didn't actually talk about that, but Nino did run into the father right before that scene, I think. Yeah, it should be right about here. Yeah, Nino probably wanted to talk to Futaro, but instead the father showed up. We didn't actually get any dialogue in that scene between the two of them. I'm kind of curious what happened after that, right? Because that probably wasn't anything good. But I guess we'll maybe either it's not important or we'll talk about it more in the next episode, I'm sure. But we ended out the episode with like a quick tackle from someone, we're not quite sure who. really. So, yeah, that one shot in the flashback of Itsuki, just the tears all down her face. Yeah, that really was very painful to look at. I can see how that could have a big effect if that's, you know, your sister. Like, I could see how that could, for sure, to have an effect on you. And clearly it did with Ichika. So, yeah, some pretty good sister stuff this episode. And next episode, I think something about Class 3-1, so I guess we'll have some actual school stuff next episode. That'd be cool. Nice change of pace. I mean, I guess the Ryokan is a nice change of pace, and now we're just going back to actual school stuff. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, really nice episode. I quite liked it. So we'll see what happens in the next one. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.